Years ago, when I was a writer for the X-Files, we had this very memorable villain known as the cigarette smoking man. And when it came time for CSM, as we called him, to meet his demise, my boss, Chris Carter, came up with something very special. He wanted these two military helicopters to come tear-assing into this narrow canyon, stop in a hover, and then fire missiles into the bad guy's secret hideaway. I think you saw a clip of that, actually. Big, giant, huge Michael Bay-size explosions. And when I read the script, I thought to myself, yeah, good luck with that, especially on a television budget. But sure enough, when I saw the finished episode, it was exactly as written, and it was way cooler than I ever imagined it could be. And the reason for that is my friend Steve Stafford. He was the aerial coordinator who worked with the special effects crew and the park rangers at Anza Borrego and God knows who else. It just, logistically speaking, this stunt was a monster. Yet Steve figured out how to stage it safely. And on top of all of that, he flew the lead helicopter himself. So really, you are about to meet television history, the gentleman who killed the cigarette smoking man. I've worked with Steve now on the X-Files, on Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, and El Camino. And Steve is like Howling Mad Murdoch from the A-Team. Anything that flies, he can fly it. Little airplanes, big airplanes, multi-engine jets, helicopters, you name it. And before he was a pilot and an aerial coordinator, he worked pretty much every job there is in the film and television industry. He was a film loader, he was a camera operator, cinematographer, a director, and an actor. He was born into this business, literally. His mom was the actress Anna Lee, who was in John Ford's stock company. And I love hearing Steve tell stories of hanging out with John Ford and John Wayne, both of whom, and this literally blows my mind, attended Steve's graduation from Marine Corps boot camp. I don't think the International Press Academy could have picked a more deserving recipient for this inaugural stunt award. Steve makes a very difficult, very consequential job look easy. But that's only because of the endless hours of attention, effort, and training that he puts into it. He is a pilot's pilot, an educator, taught me how to fly, that's got to be something, and a strong advocate for stunt performers everywhere. For Steve, safety and professionalism aren't buzzwords, they are ideals that he strives for tirelessly. Tonight, I am proud to present the Stunt Performance Award to my friend, Steve Stafford.
Well, after what you just said, I should just sit down, because I can't. But thank you, Vince, for your very kind words. As a writer, director, and producer, we all know Vince is a true creative genius. But what I admire most about him is his humility and his kindness. That and the fact that he's one hell of a helicopter pilot himself. It's so much fun to watch him lift off a 12,000-pound Huey, pick it up in the air, and fly it off in the distance like a pro. I mean, it's really something to watch, Vince, really. Good fun, I also want to thank my incredibly accomplished children, Evan, Samantha, and Ian, who are here tonight. And of course, my amazing wife, Carolyn Hollingsworth, who's also a stunt woman. And if you were able to watch the landing on the golf course, Carolyn was my co-pilot stunt double in that. I hope I didn't scare you too much on that. Thanks for supporting me in everything I do. Luckiest man on the planet. Love you, kids. Love you, Carolyn. Thank you. Well, I'm truly humbled and honored to accept the International Academy's very first award for Best Stunt Performance. There's less than 20 of us in the business who are certified by the FAA to fly on films, and many times we end up working together when there's multiple aircraft. So I wanted to give recognition to the stunt pilots that you saw in that film that worked with me, Richard Suster, Kevin LaRosa, and my very good friend and former Marine, Cliff Fleming. I also want to thank my dedicated ground and safety crew. They keep everyone below me safe and out of harm's way, and there's no way I could do this type of critical flying without them. So to Tom Jeffers and to John Batari, thanks for always watching my six. Thank you. Let me just say a few quick words about the profession. Stuntmen and stuntwomen are an often overlooked group whose contributions to film and television have given us some of the most exciting moments ever captured on screen. Look at most any film or TV trailer, and it's the action sequence and aerial work that play a major role in those ads. What began as trick writing by Yakima Kamet in my Godfather John Ford's movies has morphed into a truly unique art form that now combines the sciences of calculus, physics, and aerodynamics. Today's modern-day stunt performers stand on the legends like Yakima, Hal Needham, Paul Mantz, Terry Leonard, Vic Armstrong, Dar Robinson, and Wendy Leach, to name just a few. Even with the latest protocols and help from CGI, it still remains a high-risk endeavor, and there's always the risk of injury or death. But there's no other job in the world I'd rather do. They say if you love your job, you never have to go to work. Well, my love affair with film and aviation has given me an amazing, exciting way to make a living. I've had the opportunity to work with some of the finest producers, directors, and actors in the business, many of whom have asked me to teach them to fly. Something truly magical happens when you lift off and climb way into the sky, as Vince well knows. All your cares and problems remain back on the ground, and you become one with the machine, fully tasked with the job in front of you. Seeing the world from a pilot's eye view gives one an extremely unique and zen-like look down on life as it is. That's only a very few of us get to experience that privilege. I consider giving that gift of flight to other people one of the most rewarding things I do. In closing, let me say that what we do as stuntmen and stunt women is truly an art form and something that the Academy and Motion Picture of Arts and Sciences needs to recognize the amazing contributions made by these great stunt people that have come before us, just as Mariana has done for the Satellite Awards. It's a category the viewing public, I think, would really welcome and look forward to each year at the Oscars. Again, thank you, Mariana and the International Press Academy for this prestigious award that not only honors me, but the entire stunt community. Thank you.